Should we start?
Yes.
Alright, that's the camera. She seems to be looking at you.
That's why I took off my glasses. Like, you shan't see.
Why'd you take off your glasses? It's not like a GQ ad.
My head, it is. It's a coping mechanism. Like, oh, birds of the world.
Ah, like in Big Daddy. With the kid, you have on the sunglasses.
The kid grew up to be fucking Jughead. That's Jughead.
Oh yeah! You're right! He does grow up to be
I'm a
Jughead.
weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. So, man, the questions, I've been holding on to this question and not thinking about it for so long now
Yes, I don't know.
that I don't know if I'm ready to ask it.
Yeah.
Game of phones. Someone give it to you as a gift?
Yeah.
You bought it?
I purchased it in person.
Purchased?
I purchased it in person. I picked it out in the store. I was like, I'll take that one with me.
And a game called Conspiracy Theory.
That I ordered on Amazon and waited patiently for it to come and paid the Amex for it.
That's not what do you mean. What do you mean?
Definitely not what you mean.
They're not even good memes. Have you it looks unopened.
It's unopened.
But if you actually open it,
It's unopened.
the memes are not great.
It's unopened.
Looks like someone who doesn't know what memes are. Like a boomer was like. So the question today is your ideal X-Men team. Now, I've been trying really hard not to think about it, and every time I accidentally start answering it, I'm like,
Can I give James Gunn's one?
wait. Suicide Squad?
No.
Oh, James Gunn's answer to that question?
Someone asked him on Twitter and he gave a 5-person team.
I was gonna say first we need to decide, is it gonna be a 5-person team?
Is it based on
I'm
rationale?
thinking 7. Huh.
Is it based on rationale or favorites? Because you
A
can have
combination,
you can have a team comprised completely of telepaths.
If you think that somehow that's the best X-Men
I
team,
of course don't. I know better.
Ben Rabbak here. Do you want to say James Gunn's one?
Phantom X,
Oh.
Wolverine, Storm, Kitty Pryde, and Dupe. And
He's so great! What a great choice! I wish you didn't tell me because now I want him.
And James
He's
Gunn
so
said,
good.
James Gunn said, "I will never have a team unless Dupe's on it."
Dupe. What a choice!
Think of that
Shit,
dynamic.
you're
Think
right.
of that team dynamic too.
Okay, so do you think it should be a team of 5 or like a team of 7? Because obviously my dad must نقول as many as you want because then you're just listening.
The more you challenge yourself, the more difficult it will be, but the more strategic your answer will be.
Okay, so that means 5 is what you're telling me.
I'll give you a foundation, okay?
Ah.
Grant Morrison's New X-Men, just in terms of numbers, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 core members. I'd even say 5 if you don't count Professor X. And then Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men, which followed that, had 5 core ones, very similar to the first one, but then Colossus, and then Armor.
So why didn't you count Colossus and Armor?
The end at first they were introduced as when that the iconic cover of the Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men, they're all like this.
Yes.
So it's Wolverine, Cyclops, Emma Frost, Beast, and Kitty Pryde. And that's exactly what happened.
So I think obviously it has to be 5. 5,
5 seniors.
and then one character
one
that
trainee.
they find out is alive or comes back or just had a baby or something and joins in to the shenanigans. Blah, blah.
Okay, I want you to name yours and name the justification. It can be whatever your justification you want. If you want it for power dynamics, team dynamics,
Montages. What? Okay.
I already know 2 of yours.
2 of mine I know is pretty easy.
Just say it first. Just say it.
Douglas.
Wow. I didn't think you started with Douglas. I know you do. You would have loved him in school too because Mahekani Hachi.
Oh no, don't like
And you would have been his best friend. He would have cried whenever you saw him walk by. And he'd be like, please stop crying, I'm fine.
Okay, no. I mean, yeah, he's in there. Let's start with I
Yes.
need a psychic. You do
need a psychic.
I'm not Professor X. Oh. Am I? Are we going in this? No. I need a psychic. My gut says Emma Frost. She's just so smart. Always got her head on straight. She's not freaking out because
She'll tell it like it is.
some demon bird is like talking to her in her dreams. ancestry and all these clones running around and like alternate timeline kids, you know,
She does all of what she's had to deal with.
She's had to deal with them, but yeah, she's مو هي اللي ورطت روحها يعني.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like the best decision here is Emma Frost. Rachel's great, but she's part of that family lineage that's just a little unreliable in terms of the things that seem to happen to them. And then, obviously, I need Wolverine. Who am I kidding? I love him.
I was waiting.
I love him, and he'll get
Everything.
he'll get everything he wants. I don't know if I'd make him the leader. And I have seen him kind of react. Actually, Mbala, even when he was leader and he was making a decision that seemed a bit off, he listened to the people around him. So he's okay.
Who do you have there to keep him in check?
Emma Frost.
To challenge him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Wolverine is not afraid to do what he has to do under the table to get some things done, because the world is all a gray area. So this isn't, you know what I mean? It's not, no. Some things you have to do and get your hands dirty, and Wolverine will do it, and he knows it's the right thing to do, so he needs to be on the team. Also because I love him, and I trust him with my life. I need a teleporter. And if it's based on faves, I want magic. But based on her history,
she's been very reliable.
She's been reliable, but like, you know, the whole hell dimension thing. There's a lot.
She never pulled anyone else into her shit.
Yeah, but what if she's dealing with a hell dimension thing and she has to not be there when I need her on a mission? This is my concern. Or when magic.
And she did that thing that you're very encouraging of, seeking professional help.
She did.
She time traveled, went to Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Listen,
which is good. She'd be great. Because she's not just a teleporter, she's also pretty handy in a fight. It has to be magic. But now, with Wolverine, Emma Frost, and magic,
too many big heads?
It's a lot of similar vibes.
Alphas.
Of like the kind of people who are like, okay, no, we need to get this done. No more time for moral dilemmas.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But we need someone else to bring another side to it. So that's 3. Obviously, I need Cypher because I love him.
And Loki, the most useful X-Men.
Loki.
Like, he was the most useful. Actually, no, he wasn't, because back in the 80s, they didn't understand the value.
No, and they thought some computers know everything. He can understand everything. No, he's very useful. And I'm not picking them based on the fact that Dawn of X and Ten of Swords has happened.
Bear in mind, I haven't read either.
Yeah, so it's not based on that.
Yeah.
It's just based on the general high. Okay. I know who's my 5th and leader. Well, I no question about it.
I knew it.
It's Storm.
I knew it.
It's Storm. She's exactly the mind you need that thinks about every aspect of the situation, but especially the moral aspect of the situation.
She's also the heart.
And the big picture.
She's the mind.
So, she should be the leader. So those are my 5. I feel sad because it's like I wanted it to be so obscure and cool, but I'm honest.
Who's your secret 6?
My secret 6th is the fun one.
Who pops up in issue 3?
Pops up
at the end of issue 3, and then they're like,
I know who it is. It's also not obscure. Or should it be? Ooh, you know who I really like? Sand?
Dust.
Dust. I was like sand. I really like Dust. But
I generally like that whole
that whole crew, right?
That new X-Men
Keith, yeah.
They were very good.
But who's gonna show up in episode 3? I'm not sure now. Dust, I like Dust, but I can think of a lot of other mutants that I feel like that would be more multifunctional. Yeah, all of them are pretty multifunctional. I would have to say Rogue.
There were points where she'd be the big knockout. Bayani, she'd come in, she'd do her.
Yeah, she'd like
fighting.
Touch 20 people and be like, alright, I'm ready.
Or she just like, but then Magneto's like trying to hold her off, and she's just like, And one, she's got his abilities, and two, she's siphoned information.
Yeah, so she'd be a great guest, who doesn't have to be there all the time because she comes in issue 3, but she comes in because she's dealing with something and she needed the X-Men's help.
The food's here, okay?
Okay. Did we finish, Asa?
Yes, yours.
We finished mine, and my guest is Rogue.
Yeah.
So now it's your turn.
No.
Before
I have a khamsa for you.
Shana.
You have to tell me now. Just not. What? Who's your B squad?
B squad?
Yeah.
Oh.
4 members. 4 members. Purely support. And they can't be any of the heavy hitters.
Okay.
Right? They're ones either that are always there because you just kind of have to have them in the team. I can tell you who my B squad is first.
The dude, the alien dude, Duke.
This is like Aya trying to say Babadook.
Yeah. Dude, 100%. If he was the only person on the team, great.
You can. Yes,
I know.
3 teammates.
That's fine. Okay, 3 teammates. So, Book.
Duke.
I was so sure.
Then they just said it's Book.
I was so sure.
They should Book.
Dupe.
Think of this backwards.
Dupe.
It's Pood.
Dupe Pood. Warlock. X-23. Why is picking the
B squad easier?
the B squad easier?
Because they're the ones you didn't really have to think about, but you'd want there anyway.
Yeah. Dust. Full circle.
Well done.
Now your favorite X-Men.
I know my B squad first.
Is that cheating? Okay. Do it. B squad first.
B squad, Colossus, Iceman, Nightcrawler, and Rachel. They're always there. Always there. Any given team, any given year, somewhere. They're in there somewhere.
Next. I already know one person who's definitely in it.
Tell me.
Could you cry?
Yes. Damn it.
I suspect the second person, but I'm gonna wait to see you first.
Tell me.
No.
Tell me.
No.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's your turn to talk.
Okay. My telepath is actually not a cop out, but you'll understand. The Stepford Cuckoos.
It's not fair, there are 3.
But they're 1. That's the whole thing.
Also, they were originally 5.
Yeah.
That's fair. That works.
Okay. Purely on telepathic coordination and mission coordination.
بس أول ما واحدة تبي تدوس شعرها عفست الكوردينيشن.
They fixed that, don't they? Magneto.
Yeah, that was mine.
My latecomer is X-23.
صعب لا؟
Storm.
ما.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
Storm. You need
Yeah.
Storm. You need Storm.
You need Storm.
You need Storm.
You don't need Cyclops, but you need Storm.
You need Storm.
And who's the leader out of the 5?
Super obscure 5th.
Do it.
Eva Bell.
Who that?
Tempest from the Uncanny Cyclops run from Bendis. The Australian one with the blue and white hair. She could create these time bubbles.
Yeah,
She's part of-
Mskina,
she's
yeah.
part- she's part
She
of
was
the
part of the
She's part of the
the Charles Xavier School of Mutants. That was just out in the mountains. Cyclops ما عرف شي يساوي. مسكينة.
like
She was thrown in the lion's den.
She's like the wild card that they need to help keep focused. Kitty's field commander. Team leader is purely Storm, but Magneto is her senior consultant.
I was thinking about Magneto, but it seemed like too much after I had picked Emma Frost, Wolverine, and Magic.
Listen, I'm still trying to find a way, and this is all happening inside of Jean's head.
Okay. The opposite of your ideal X-Men team. Like a team that
I can't stand.
would not work. No, they wouldn't work. It's such a fiasco. I can't remember.
It'd be such a what?
Lupe fiasco. I know mine. Legion, Professor X, Bobby. Legion, Professor X, and Iceman. Because he'd be like, oh my god, what am I doing? And Doob. Doop.
What's so hard? It's 4 letters.
So even the whole time I was reading, I was like, God damn it, why can't I remember his name? While I was reading his character, I was like, that guy who's a skeleton and organs.
Glob? Fucking Glob? So am I doing another gutta?
So Legion, Professor X, Glob, Doop, and Bobby.
Polaris. Havoc.
Are you gonna put the whole family? Okay.
Hope Summers. Danielle Moonstar.
Oof.
Because those two fucking hated each other. And anytime you put Polaris next to Havoc, it hit him. And he's just such a shitty... He's a Summers brother, so there you go.
But I like Havoc. But from the movies. I love him.
Yeah, but not from the comics. This is how difficult. And Jean Grey. To watch over them all.
This was fun.
Yeah, okay.
Well, just remembering that you didn't read Dawn of X.
Or Hopscotch.
Man! I could have said a major spoiler right now.
I could have, it wouldn't have done a damn lick of difference.
It would have.
I did with spoilers.
No. Stop eating. I feel like you're full, but you feel like, oh, I have this other box, but I have to eat it. نعم الله عليك.
أنا عافية يما.
يلا باي. توكل